I'm here at the University of Birmingham with Dr. Richard Clay, who's going to demonstrate some interesting technology for us.
So this is the first piece of multi-user, multi-touch software that we developed, and we developed this for the Hive in Worcester, and it's running there now on a touch table, a multi-user, multi-touch table, but I'm showing it you on our rather large 3 by 2 meter multi-user, multi-touch wall. And I think some of the benefits of this kind of technology become immediately apparent. So the Hive is built on a cattle market site, and that means that the people who are there can now go in and see what the cattle market used to look like. I mean, really see what it used to look like, to the point where people are coming in and going, my goodness, that's Bob, I know Bob. And the archivists are saying, come and look in our collections and you can learn more about Bob's history and his family history and so on and so forth. It's really encouraging people to talk about what their history was like and to share memories around the table, and the archivists are catching hold of some of that information and kind of feeding it back into the archive. Other bits of the software enable you to look at, say, the map collection. Now, like the photos, these are really fragile objects, and actually they can't be shown because they'll be damaged by light, just like the photos. So this kind of technology allows you to show parts of the archive that would otherwise be hidden, and to reveal the hidden riches of the archive to the public. And it allows the audience to then, again, zoom into enormous detail. And it's led to some really surprising results. Like, we were really worried about this man and trying to figure out, what is this man doing? He's just running across this field. And then a historian from the University of Worcester went in, saw this on the screen, on the touch table, blew it up and said, this man is chasing these dogs that are hunting these rabbits that are living in these managed rabbit warrens. And nobody had ever noticed before that the map, which in the real world is probably about this big, had managed rabbit warrens on it. So there's some really surprising benefits.
Incredible amount of detail as well, isn't there?
Well, it is indeed incredible. And actually, as it happens in this case, we're using resources that were prepared in advance by the Hive. So they hadn't designed these photos to show on this table. It was really their digitisation project. But it's wonderful working with all of our cultural partners because they all pay great heed to the quality of the digitisations that they're producing. They're trying to produce future resilient rather than future proof images that will be of use in decades to come as screen technology continues to improve. And to blow an image up to this scale and lose absolutely no definition is testament really to the professionalism of our colleagues in those sectors.
I'm presuming this is going to be a useful teaching aid for someone like yourself.
Absolutely. Perhaps not for me, with me being an 18th century French art historian, but it's certainly being used by historians at the University of Worcester and, very importantly, by school groups. So we've done user testing, which involves working with school groups because they're coming in regularly anyway to the gallery, and the children are gathering around the table and doing their projects around the table, and that allows us to test in the wild and make sure that we really have got an excellent interface that really is intuitive and is really useful.